Salut tout le monde. Hello everyone, this is William from Country Lifestyle. This is our usual live and it's 1 p.m. and I'm outside. I think I'd rather be outside today than inside. So I'll let anyone share, like. So that's the first thing. Share it and then comment. Please let me know if you can hear me well. And then we'll start in a minute. So I'll give you just a minute to share this and come back quickly. Okay? So let me know if you can hear me, share the content, and post it. So we'll talk about something important. As you see, the topic is how to stay motivated. It's the end of an exercise that has been going on. Hey, Yan. Yan is always there. Am I going to hear you speak English today? Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I'll just give it a minute for other people to join us. Let me share this. Hello, everyone. We'll talk quickly about motivation and how to stay motivated and focused. And I come with a solution because we've been talking a lot about motivation, why we are not motivated, and what we need to do to stay motivated. But now we'll have a solution, and then if you have other solution, welcome to share. Jan says his level of English is bad. Even mine is bad. Trust me. For other people, it's not the greatest, but we do what we gotta do, right? We do what we gotta do. Thank you. Welcome. Just don't forget. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Where you watching us. Don't forget to like, to share, and comment. This is William from Country Lifestyle. I have All-in-One Africa shirt. If you haven't seen it, it's an application that we're working. We're posting all African businesses on this app. And if you sell anything, you'll be able to also sell your products on the app. So it's just All-in-One Africa. It's free to use on your phone. And there's also a website. So feel free to check it out while I'm waiting for a couple more people before I can start. There'll be a quick presentation, and then I'll invite you guys to come and share your knowledge. This is a free channel open to people who want to learn, want to share knowledge. This is where we need to be at. Thank you guys for being here. We learn every day, right? It's a beautiful day. It was so hot. I wanted to do outside. So I came outside and it was so hot that my phone shut down. And my phone has this thing when you reach a certain level, like 20 degrees, it shuts down. So, and then the shades came through. So I'm so glad right now. I don't know if the light is better. You can see me as long as you can see me. Can you hear me, guys? I understand your speech. Okay, that's good. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me well because there's a bit of noise out there. Let's take action. Dun, 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 dun. Take action. It's going to be a short live. My lives in English are usually short. All right, I can start. Okay, thank you. 5/5. I'm good. Okay, so we talked about lifestyle, right? We talked about motivation. And if you know me, I'm a motivator. I love to be motivated and I love to motivate people. I don't need an alarm clock. I wake up every day at 5 a.m. and I make sure that I do my daily duties, work out a bit. I'm not a big muscle guy, but I want to be in shape. I read a bit. I listen to my mentors, and I'll always talk about my mentors here. So it's important to let people know that you're following the footsteps of someone that did something you want to do. And then I start working on my lives. I start working on my project, and I set up a project that help people. So I'm going to present the project right now. If you like it, subscribe to it, and I'll send the link if you'd like to join it as well. So without further ado, let's start the presentation. How to stay motivated, can-free lifestyle, right? You gotta have that style. You can't just be motivated. You gotta have a can-free style. You have to, which is a free way of expressing yourself. Can African excellence be respected, right? Can that excel? Can that evolve? So the first part, this is all the English side. So I'm going to go quickly to the questions we ask ourselves. Are we able to regain confidence? Right? Are we able to show humility, to work together? That's a question that we ask. We should actually talk about it today. How can we work together? Are we able to generate capital? Are we able to reconcile with our own history? There are some people who still don't know their history, but they want to be millionaires. You know, they want to make it. They want to be able to transcend history. How can you do it if you don't know where you come from? Most of the reason why we are not able to is because we are scared. We're scared to disappoint. We're scared to trust other people. We are scared that we're not able to reach our goals, and then we hide. Right? Do we want to be that person? You see, that guy is very scary himself. Like I look like he's scared, but I'm scared too. So think about if you think you're scared, you are also scaring other people while you're scared. So it's like how do you call that? It's contagious. Fear is contagious. The dark is not scary until someone says there's something in the dark. Remember when we were younger, parents were like, "Don't go in the dark. There's a juju. There's a juju there. There's something that's gonna scare you." But you never seen that. Till today, I've never seen that juju. But they got us scared of the dark by saying that. So it's contagious, and that's what you tell your kids. So today we stop being scared and we stop spreading the fear. Guys, come on, share the live, and put us some like. I want to see some blue thumbs. So I have a solution. I'd rather say we found solutions. You see, that's a black girl reading Python. I read Python, and that thing is really hard to do. I can't read Python, but there's a possibility. So the possibility is within us. The first steps when we were talking during the past 2 weeks is to discover ourselves. Oop, I had that in French. We have to discover our passion. First thing, discover your passion. What are you able to do for free? Because if you know what you can do, if you find something you can do without being paid, then you won't work a day of your life. You will just be free to do what you want, and you make money that way. Use your frustration. Anyone is frustrated about something that haunts us, something that doesn't let us sleep at night. Use that to set up a business, because you have to find a solution to what frustrates you, and then you have to sell that as a service. I have Yann Yann is a big boss in France, and this guy, what he does is sell. I believe he sells homes to people. So he's a detective, and then he does find what suits you, because he knows some people are not able to find homes on their own. So his job is to go do it for themselves, and that's how he makes money. So you have to find something. You have to bring a solution to people. You have to read more books. We need to read more books. Money is hidden in books. Guys, it's not a joke. It's true. The more I read, the more I learn, the more I change the globe. You have to work together. You have to trust the people you work with. It's true. You can be disappointed by anyone. So the point is not just to put your trust in them, but it's a calculated risk. It's like when you invest your money into the market, you don't just put your money in any fund. You put in a fund that will generate moolah. And if you don't do that, then you lose that money. It's the same thing when you put your trust in people. If it's something that you can trust them with, do it. If you know you can't trust a person, it's not because someone is your brother that you have to give him your company. So that's just some deep knowledge right there. And then mentoring. Mentorship is really important. You need to talk to people that matter and that understand your vision. People you share the vision with can take you from 0 to 100. Starting from the bottom, I am here. Hey, so the solution is Can-Free Book Club. Why a book club? Because in a book club, you read books. You are in a community, and my book clubs will have that luxury of having only a group of 5 people that think alike, and then I can have complementary skills, and then we'll have mentors, entrepreneurs, or even the authors of the book that we're reading that will come and share their knowledge, and then we'll work together. That's amazing. So that's the book club. I'll present it. If you join the book club, you'll get 3 books per session. You get 1 book. We'll focus on personal development, financial, our finances, history, relationship, relationship at home. So your love relationship, and also in business, what type of partner you need to hook up to be with. We'll have focus groups. So in your focus groups, you have personal support. So it means that every week we'll meet and say, okay, which did you set up your goals? If you set up your goals, what do you need to get there? And if you didn't get there, what happened? What can we do to help you get to the next level? And we don't judge, we share knowledge. Mentoring, as I say, is always important. If you want to do something, we connect you with someone who does the same thing, who already succeeded. So you just ask questions, and that person can answer the questions too. Like, for example, I'm doing YouTube. I'm using my phone. So I can demystify YouTube to anyone. I can say anyone can do it. It just takes time and a bit of reading, a bit of passion. You know, I can see you don't even have to show your face if you want to be on YouTube. So there are many things that I can bring to someone who has not, who wants to start becoming a YouTuber. Hey guys, I see we our numbers bump up, but we are still at 2 likes. I don't like that. Show me that you like what we see. Please put some likes. It's good for us. Passion. Let's take action. To take action, you can send me an email, but I have better. I'll send you a link. You just fill up your applications. The application, we just need your name, phone number, and email address, and then I'll send you a survey so I can put people in the best group that can help them go ahead faster. So this is what you get. 1 month. Oh, oops. 1 month to learn how to stay motivated. Don't look at the price, or look at it as $150. In 1 month, you get 1 book. You learn how to manage your time efficiently. We actually manage it with you. We work together. You discover your passion. That's very important. We show you how you can discover your passion and how you can use your passion and your frustration to make money. And then we also set your goals. So we show you how to set your own goals, that from 0 to 100. And then your personal support. I already talked about that. But for you who is here, so anyone who's here, who's willing to take action, we have a $50 off the same course. So if you're here, you want to take action, you pay just $100, and then I'll send you a link. You fill out the application. We have someone who actually comes to the channel all the time who can teach you how to read a book. If reading a book is a challenge, it is for me, so don't think it's just you. But I learned how to read books and how to be motivated on reading more books. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay focused. So this is the end of the presentation. Let's talk about reading more books, how to trust more people, how to be together. So thank you, Immigration. That's Stefan, Immigration and Entrepreneuriat. So let me take this off. Happy Sunday to anyone who just joined. Thank you for being here. I'm going to bring the first person. He is one of my mentors. I didn't know he was going to be here today, but I'm so glad that he's here. He joined the live, and I'm just going to he's going to introduce himself. Hello,
Yeah,
Stefan.
yeah. How you doing?
Good, good. Okay, the sound is good. I like that. Let me bring it
Nice.
closer to the people. All right.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So thank you for being here. It's a pleasure. Do you want
It's
to
a
remind
pleasure
the
to.
people who you are, where you're calling from? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming from Quebec City. I'm the owner of Immigration Entrepreneuria. In English means immigration and entrepreneurship is a YouTube channel that provides all information about immigration and also about entrepreneurship.
Good. And your YouTube channel, I just checked. You are in the 5,000 people who are following you.
Almost,
Yeah,
almost.
getting there. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And how long did it take you to get there, to have a community?
Oh, I would say just 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
because when you start, in the beginning, don't look at people, don't look at the audience. Just
Mm-hmm.
focus on the work. Make sure that your work you're doing is consistent, and that you have a real vision about what you are trying to provide to the people.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what will happen is that when you start to look at people, you see that there's already a big urgency following you. So that's what I'm saying. In the beginning, don't care about the small amount of subscribers that just follow you, because it's going to discourage you if you start looking at the analytics and say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, only 10 people subscribers, or 20 or 30. It's not good for the beginning to look at that. You just need to focus on your plan, on your vision, on the objective that you want your channel to, to provide to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to maybe bring a service or motivate people or something that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. I know we are here to talk about motivation, but before, so that people who have not seen you here, I will talk a little bit about your business, what you do. From your lives and your videos, I see that you motivate people to not only come to Canada, but to come to Canada and invest.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think that this is the key of the success. This is the key of financial independence, because the bad thing or the worst thing that people have when they are from Africa, they still have this mentality that arriving here is the paradise. So people just need to stop thinking like that. And that's the reason that Immigration Entrepreneurship is there to provide those information, uh, to give them the true reality about Canada, and that
Mhm.
Canada can be nice and can be also bad. And
Mhm.
at the end of the day, what we would like is to make sure that the Africans or the Black community can stop thinking that they are the poor people, or they stop thinking they are, I mean, the last in the society. This is not true. So that's the reason we're trying to provide any opportunities, any
Mhm.
possibilities, so that they can believe that even them, they can also reach to that level of the summit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's true. Now let's come back to the subject of the day. My solution to be motivated
Okay.
was to read more books, to work with people, to be passionate. But I would say the very reason why I'm motivated is because I am frustrated.
Okay.
Uh, I'm very frustrated by what's happening. Like you said, with immigration, how people think you should just come in here as a paradise, but there's so much work to do for the community. So
Yeah.
I'm frustrated, and I want to find solutions for those people. So that's how I am motivated. But let's go with books. If I see that, like, I start reading books, and I saw I mean, I don't even understand. It's like someone opened up my eyes, and now I don't need to listen to to the debate on TV to say, "Oh, why are black people not respected? Why come Africans are not?" I know I have to do it for myself. So, what's your relationship with books? What's your knowledge on the subject? And if you can give us some tips.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not the right person that's going to say that
Mhm.
a big reader. No, I'm not. If I'm saying I'm a big reader, I'm going to say the lie. And
Mhm.
even my girlfriend, I mean, my wife saying that you need to read, and she's definitely true about that. But there's many type of people. There's people that like watching videos. There's people that listen the audio, and
Mhm.
there's people that are reading. Those people that are watching video and that like listening the audio. So I used to read some books, but
Mhm.
not enough, not a lot.
Yeah.
So I definitely going to advise people that reading is good. Reading can open your mind because there's a certain book like uh, uh, Personality Plus that I read, and this book gave me the different personality that a human being can have in the society, how to understand those people. You
Mhm.
understand? So
Mhm.
uh, if I wasn't going through the process of reading that kind of book, I
Yeah,
wasn't understand people behavior. You understand?
that's
So
true.
that's a good thing reading at that time. And also I read Poor Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Dad, something like that. So
Yeah,
of
Paul Reach that.
Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah. So this book also definitely reset my mind, the way that I look at the finance, the way that I look at starting a business.
Yeah.
So definitely, book is good, but what I'm trying to say is that it should be a personal motivation because we cannot force somebody to read at all. It's something that needs to be personal. And now,
Mhm.
as I said, you have in the society different type of people. There's people that will say that by just watching things happening, I catch it very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
And those people, and we see also those people that need to practice things to catch it.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's totally different. So I will just advise people that if you can read, if you want to read, motivate
Mhm.
yourself, go through the readings. It's good. It's never
Mhm.
bad to read something. But
Yeah.
personally, for me, I'm going to say the truth. I read few, but I spend a lot of time watching video and listening audio. That's my
Yeah.
thing.
That's what yeah. And then there's some books that, like you said, Rich Poor Poor Dad, when you read it, there's a click that changes the way you see things.
Yeah.
And oh, we'll say hi to African Chronicles, who was here with us. He's in the subway, so
Oh,
he's
nice.
actually in the
Cool.
same city as you. He's in Quebec with you.
Ah, seriously?
um, yeah. He's in the same
Are you
city.
talking? Are you talking about Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy is in Quebec City.
Yes. One
Seriously?
day I hope. Yeah, I hope we have a
Ah,
meeting where we
that's
can all be
funny.
together. Yeah, I know.
That's
Small
funny.
world.
Very funny. I
Me, I,
thought that I thought that Jimmy was in France.
yeah, he comes from France. He was born and raised there, and then he
Okay.
came to Canada.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. So
Cool.
about Poor Dad, I have a funny story about Poor Dad Rich Dad. When I came to Canada 15 years ago. Someone handed that book to me and say, read this book. It's very good book for personality profile.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. I just read the book, but I was too young to understand um, the the impact that would have done in my life. I was still a teenager, and then I didn't understand finances the way it was referred to. I didn't understand. Oh, he's in Montreal. Actually, Jimmy said he's in Montreal.
Ah, okay, cool. I was
Yeah, yeah.
like surprised that you just close to me. But
Oh,
Montreal,
okay.
even Montreal is not far. It's like two
An
hours and a
hour.
half. Yeah.
Oh, I do it in an hour and a half. Oops. I hope my wife didn't hear me. Okay. So I
Hi
didn't.
Jimmy. Hi Jimmy.
So hello, Titi. So I have my friend from school, Titi. Wow, I'm glad a lot of people are following us.
Okay.
Great. Actually, what I wanted to do is quickly in half an hour and go. Usually I do it quickly and then I
Okay.
disappear. But
Okay.
I guess there's a reason we need to be here to talk about this.
Right.
Um, so the point, my point was, I was not motivated to understand what was going on with that book, but I read it again this year, and I didn't need, like, everything made sense because they talked about house, they talked about the difference between someone who works in the office to someone who works for themselves, who sells their time, who exchange their time for money, or someone who uses money to get more time. It was that concept did not make sense to me before I read the book. So this is why I said, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to be a big reader, and I'm just like you. I don't read a lot of books, and I listen a lot more. But reading some books just made me, it put me right on the on tracks.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't need to read the whole book. I read a chapter that makes me understand how to read books, and I'm like, okay,
Definitely.
right. That's why I
That's
do
a
it.
point. That's a point because I also like
Hmm.
listening people talking about reading the book. They
Yeah.
mentioned that you don't need definitely to read all the book.
Yes.
When you saw a book that talk about the topics that interest you, you just
Yeah.
need to look at the chapter that's going to pinpoint your own interest, not going through all the books.
No. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And
That's
that's
the
what we
point.
do on the.
Maybe a lot of people
Mhm.
doesn't know that. That's why people go through all the book. And at the end of the day, they feel like, it was
I'm
difficult
lost.
to read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, and and that's what we do on the so Jimmy is going to be in the on the book club, and
okay,
we are going to guide people on what type of books they need to read for the to set up their goals and how to reach their goals. What books are
nice,
going to help them reach their goals faster? So that's
nice,
our job, and we are
nice.
using authors that are just like us and who were in the same dilemma.
Yeah,
So, and the people I put in the groups would have a similar, what would I say? A similar, oh man, I had the word, um, vision. Voila, a similar
vision.
vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And then as they work together, they could actually end up being partners. So that my job is to really put them together. And a book club, it's one of the best thing that can glue, our community together. I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really hope. But anyway, you go ahead. Let me know what were the challenges that um, you had when you were setting up your business, and the
While
knowledge of the business itself.
while are you talking about immigration and entrepreneurship?
Yes.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, was not I was not dealing with a business. I was dealing with an individual. Like
Hmm.
I just started talking about my story, like immigrant.
Yeah.
Just wanted to share
Hmm.
um, or what I go through in Canada with the
Hmm.
people that might be interested to know all the process.
Hmm.
And when you start something, it depends. There's people that already know what they want and where they want to go. But I will be honest with you. I didn't
Hmm.
think that this would take um, this will this will reach that level today.
Yeah.
I just started by sharing my knowledge, by
Hmm.
sharing my how can I say it, my life here, and
Yeah. Yeah.
at the end it turned like it becomes a business because
Yeah.
I said people get more interested, and I say why not? Because as you said, listening people audio, I read some book. I say why not? I can turn this interest like a business,
Hmm.
and from there I started because when I got 1,000 people
Hmm.
following me, I say yeah, this is a good agency. I'm going to take advantage of that and start something.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
Then and okay, so the I have a question here.
yeah,
I think they're more interested about the book club, but I think your challenge is what we all feel like. How can I? So you use your passion pretty much
yeah,
to to um to
To
fuel,
transform it.
to transform it, and
Yeah,
now you're living off of it somehow.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
able.
Because
Mhm,
there's people saying that if you found your
mhm,
passion
mhm,
is the best thing that can happen to you. Yeah,
mhm.
that's good, but you cannot live for your passion. It's not possible.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you need to pay the bill. You need to, to feed yourself, to feed your family, to pay your clothes.
mhm,
At the end
mhm.
of the day, your passion is good, but they need to be transformed or turned to the business to make you getting money.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you cannot continue doing this passion.
yeah. That's true. That's true. And I have a question here. Happy is asking what type of books we are going to learn to read. It really depends, but I already have the title. So we have a book for each. I have four groups. I
Okay,
have personal development,
okay,
and I have a book that's coming up soon by an African writer. For
okay,
finances, I have La Chèvre de ma mère. There's a
yeah,
French and English version. That's
yeah,
by Ricardo Kinyama.
yeah,
And very interesting book. It's exactly rich dad, poor dad for Africans.
okay,
Uh, for how to find or how to attract a partner.
yeah,
There, we already talked about. Oh wow, my Abiba, who came to the channel, and then she's a writer. She has two books. So
yeah,
based on the demand, we'll find which book will which book would actually assist people better.
yeah,
And then the last one is history. There's so many books that we can use for history, and then, so
yeah,
if you like to reconcile yourself with your history,
yeah,
trust me. And then if I have a group of four people, five
yeah,
people,
yeah.
and I'll present the list and say we start with this one, and then I'll purchase the book, and then I'll just send each one a copy or an online copy as well. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but William, I missed the third one. You talk about four group. You talk about
Mhm.
personal development, financial, and you talk the last one that's the history. But the third one is what?
It's relationships.
Yeah,
So how to
that's good.
build relationships?
That's
Yeah,
good. That's good.
right.
I
We need
think I
that.
think
We.
I
Mhm,
think those four group is I don't see better than
mhm.
this. It's
Yeah.
a nice group that people need to be inserted in because we need to know about relationship because no people there's no school for that, and that's why in the community you have a lot of separation, a lot of divorce.
Yes.
And the first thing, how you say personal development, people need to change mentality. If you cannot start a business, if you have a whole mentality, if you have those assets of our whole, uh, 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 I mean, of our header,
Yeah.
like you think business differently, you need to change definitely your mentality.
Mhm.
And you talk about financial. We know we need to know our finance because in the school nobody teach us how to learn about um, uh, um, um, save money.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that. So I think
They're
definitely
starting.
these programs.
They're starting now soon. Now the government say that they will include it in schools in Canada. Finally,
Oh,
after
that's
this
cool.
crush, yeah, they're going to introduce it next year.
That's cool.
Hopefully it goes. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just cut you off.
And the four one that I think this should be
History.
the I mean, from the four, this should
Mhm.
be the first one
This should be the
because
first one.
the history is the most important thing that we should know. Because if you
Mhm.
don't know your history, you might be easily misled. You understand?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I have a story. It's about the
Mhm.
barber.
Mhm.
I'm not a I don't know how to say it in English, but I'm not a pratiquant.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian, but I'm not practicing. You know,
Yeah. You're
but
secular.
yeah, I'm secular.
Mhm.
So the
Mhm.
good things I learned about Bible is like stop listening Bible from other people. Take time, go yourself, go through the Bible and try to get your point. You
Mhm.
understand? And this book I spent more time reading
Mhm.
reading it several times. So this was the book in this earth I read a lot. And the good thing with that is that I went to maybe 7 countries in Africa, and I
Mhm.
was used to go inside the church,
Mhm.
the Awakening Church, Église Réveillée, etc. So the point about this
The
story is
born
like,
again. You mean
yeah,
born
the
again
born again
church, right?
church, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
the good things about the fact that I spend time reading the Bible books is that nobody can mislead me. You understand? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of born again church where there's a stupid, let me say that, stupid preacher, stupid pastor saying the bullshit about the Bible. And
Mhm.
if you have not read it, we just follow.
You're gonna make my followers who are Christians are going to attack us right now. But keep going,
No,
keep
no,
going.
I don't want to say something wrong about the Christian or Bible. I'm talking
Oh,
about the
the
knowledge.
preachers.
The
Yeah.
knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, people can mislead you. That's
Easily.
the reason we need to know our culture, our history. This is very important. That was the point. It's not about attacking the Christian, attacking, something like
Yeah.
that.
And something that says quickly about that is simply is that's what Kenyatta said. At first, we had the gold, the land, and everything, and they had the Bible. And they came. They told us we need to read the Bible. So we sat down. We read while we were reading the Bible, looking down. When we finished reading the Bible, we lift our heads up. They had the land, the gold, and everything, and we had the
I,
Bible. And
yeah,
and and you even see how they teach how we teach the Bible to each other, or how we learn from them is follow what says in the Bible. The Bible says you should be obedient. You should listen to orders.
yeah,
We should
yeah,
always be obedient. And here they don't. The Bible. I mean, the way they listen. This is how America build themselves. They say Bible on the left hand and a gun on the right hand.
yeah,
I'm here to
definitely,
protect myself. So everyone has a way to teach that to themselves, and we need. So my answer to Patrick Happy, who said any or African book, I always put my priority on African books because someone who looks like you, someone who did what you want to do, who writes a book, knows exactly what you want, what you need.
definitely,
Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read that, but when I was younger, I couldn't get it because I did not understand the life as a North American. I still had the mentality of an African. So we need to read books as we need to read books as with an open mind, and we also need to read African books because we need to humble ourselves. So I'm so glad that you bring that up. I wasn't going to bring religion. I always avoid religion and politics.
yeah,
Religion, because people talk about the religions, different religions, instead of
yeah,
talking about the relationship with God. I don't talk about politics because people talk about the leaders of politics.
yeah,
Like for example, in Cote d'Ivoire and in Cameroon, everyone is expecting a savior to come and save the country, but we always forget when one leader falls, it's the whole community that falls with them. So we need to be leaders for ourselves. So that's why the first topics that I took, it's something that anyone can do for themselves. So I'll repeat again. So history should be the first one, personal development, uh, finance, and partnership. Once you have money, who do I partner with to multiply that money? So that's how I go
yeah.
with it. So thank you guys for showing up. And Shrapi, I have a question for you, not from me, from Patrick Happy. So
Okay.
what are the main challenges you faced as a black new immigrant, especially?
Yeah, I saw the question. Hi, Patrick. Well, the big challenge that you face, like an immigrant, like a new immigrant, when you just arrive here, is is a big shock. You have a big shock. I mean, the way the society function, the way the people interact with you, the way the things settle down, is very a total new environment for you.
Mhm,
You understand? So,
mhm,
so there's a lot of new information you need to load in your brain. That's why I'm saying the big shock. And
mhm,
this information cannot load it in one day. That's why smoothly it takes a kind of adaptation for you to finally, feel integrated. And sometimes it might vary from one people to another one, because certain we take maybe 1 month, the other we take 2 months, the other we take 3 months. It depends. So it's a capacity of everybody to load the information.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when you start a new job. There's people that will say that this guy is very quick, he's very prompt to understand all the training, and there's other people that will take more time. And at the end of the day, after 3 months of probation, they say that you don't fit the position.
Yeah. So I think everyone was culture shock when they come to a new country. I was I was big time. I actually felt sick. So we'll say hi to La Cosa. Always glad.
Hello.
Yeah, we're always glad to see her. Florette, she also has a so La Cosa is a Afro dance fitness. Always love to see her dancing, and it's a clean type of dancing. She's out of Munich, München, Germany. My favorite German club. And then we have Florette, who is she does cake. She makes cake. She bakes and I like her dancing. She also dances. Her last video was she didn't do Les Tranches d'Ananas. She did Mimbong. Voila, that was the last dance. So I have I actually mean, as a black person, do you mean the reality is the same irrespective to, I think it means the same irrespective of your skin color? So as an African person, when you got here, what was your the challenge compared to someone who's not black, who's not African? And I think it also matters because he's the founder of All in One Africa, and that's how we connect all businesses together in one application. So for you, what was your challenge as an African, as opposed to anyone else?
I think it's still Patrick that is asking.
Yes, Patrick. It's always Patrick.
Yeah. Actually, mean as a black person. Yeah, I think I still follow the same opinion that I just showing up shortly. The same thing. You have this big challenge. You need to, be integrated in the society. You need to be accepted. You need to follow the rules. Follow the rules means what? In the beginning, people say that. Let me go in the details. People say that the food that you're eating is not the way. It can be perceived like it's not good, or it's not something that you need to bring to work. And the way you talk also, you need to improve that, because maybe sometimes you get people saying that they don't understand what you're saying. And there's a lot of things that you need to reset, from where you're coming from. But I will say that you can do that for now. Since I spent like 6 years in Canada, the advice I can give to people is, in the beginning you can do like that, just to get accepted, like to get integrated. But shortly, it should not be like you change your personality. Not at all.
Yeah.
Just the time to observe the society, the way the society wants you to follow the rules. But after that, you need to take back your own personality. It's very important. It's very important.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing I see from black people, like you mentioned, is that they arrive in Europe, they arrive in North America, and they change totally, and they are more than the white people.
Yeah.
So finally, you say, "Man, are you from Africa or are you from here?"
Where are you coming from? You can easily be lost. Just a quick story. When I got to in Toronto, it was very funny because there's so many culture. Toronto, for anyone who doesn't know, is a melting pot of culture. You can actually, when you come to Canada, you think it's a Western country like others, right? Like you see a lot of Caucasian people.
Yeah.
But I got here and I've never seen as many Asians, like whether they're Southeast Asian, Indians, people from Bangladesh, Chinese, Korean, Japanese. So I went to school, and that's the people I saw. The teachers were even my teacher was from Iran, and the students were from anywhere in the world. So I learned how to speak Korean, Hindu, English at the same time because that was a group I met. But like you said, losing yourself because I could easily lose myself because the Cameroonian community was not as strong as it is today, or was not as developed as it is today. For me, I actually prefer hanging out with other people. And even today, I play more soccer with people who are not Cameroonian than with Cameroonians. So you can easily join other groups, but like you said, you should never lose yourself, the sense of who you are and where you're trying to go. I think Patrick Happy is on a good path there. He's very crafty with the business that he's doing.
Okay.
We only have 10 minutes left. I'm going to ask
What
you.
type of business is he doing?
He's a engineer in software engineer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a job on demand in Canada.
Yes, actually there's a video about him so if anyone is on Country Lifestyle on YouTube, there's a video with Patrick Happy. The title
Okay.
is I make more money and I pay less taxes.
Okay.
So the build of All in One Africa. It's very interesting. If you guys want to check it out, it's in English, but he speaks French if you want to reach out. And also download the app. All in One Africa is free. You'll find, so if you arrive in a city and then you don't know, you like to eat in African restaurants, you want to shop in African stores, you want to get the haircut in black stores, in black barber shops, we have that on the app. We have 600 businesses now. So it's very, and then he builds websites. He does, I mean, it's like a jewel. Like he got to Canada, everyone is like, oh, we need a Jew. So that's what's happening. But
That's nice. That's nice.
yeah,
Is it the T-shirt of the Patrick business you're
that
wearing?
that's our t-shirt. Yeah, we printed those last year. We sold all of them. We have to
Oh,
redo. Yeah, but we rather promote the application than selling t-shirts, right? We prefer to
okay.
promote the app. I see that we have a lot of people calling from, listening from Europe. So you can also join the app if you're in Europe because we have a base in Germany, in Munich. Actually, I think it's north of Munich. We have a base in Germany. Who's adding businesses from Germany as well.
Okay.
We are connecting with USA and Paris at the same time. I know that once we hit Paris, whew, I think the app is going to explode. So we're working. So I have a question for you. You are my mentor, and we need mentors. Are you going to join the book club?
I don't have any choice.
That's good. That's good. So I'm going to post the link again. It's very simple. Just answer a few questions, and then I'm going to contact you later to let and send you a survey to find out what type of books, where you want to go, which of the four do you want to train on, and in 1 month we'll follow you. It's just $100 for you if you take action now. Later it will be $150. So you have a word, anything you want to say toward the end? There's some people who don't even know who you are, so you can remind them and also tell them what you do on your channel.
Yeah. Hi guys. My name is Stéphane Chouapi. I'm the owner of a YouTube channel called Immigration et Entrepreneuriat. In English, immigration and entrepreneurship. What we're doing is just providing information about how to prepare your immigration process to Canada, and also to build a Black community strong enough about the entrepreneurship. So if you think that is something that talk to you, you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And also, we launched a group called Africans Association of African YouTubers. So we trying to gather all the YouTubers, all the African YouTubers, so that they can come to share the link, so that the others can go and motivate or go and support them. So in general, is what we're doing.
All right, so support Stefan Trappi, support his channel, like him, follow. He has good tips. If you have people who like to invest in Canada, this is the guy to know. If you're outside of Canada, would like to join, this is the guy to talk to. Don't come talk to me. Even if I know what I'm talking about, he reads more about that than I do. So
thanks, William. Thanks, William.
No problem. It was a pleasure having you. I'll let you disconnect, and then I'll say goodbye to everyone.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
No problem. Bye-bye. Take care. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It was a pleasure. You see, this is a 1 hour live. This is what I love. Quickly, sweet and short. We learn a lot. We don't need to be 1,000 people to be connected. It takes small groups, and that's what I organize. I put people together, make sure that they are connected to the right people, will motivate them. And then we stay motivated, we stay focused. Don't forget to subscribe, put more likes, and share this video to anyone you think is going to touch. Thank you very much for being there. It was Country Lifestyle. Peace out.